So, mission makers, if you had the option to, would you use like a like specific seat? So hang on, real quick. By the way, you have forward, and you can like turn with your movement. So like you can turn left and right as if you were in a car, but you have the omnidirectional movement now, so you can strafe left and you can strafe right, and you can go back, and you can go down, and you can go up, and you can do both at the same time. You can do three at the same time. That sharper turning angle. This is still infancy. Obviously, it's been reworked since it's like simple map clicks. But if you were a fire control officer, as this character is now, what would you rather have? So you can have a camera, so you can stare wherever you are, click, and then you broadside fire it. Both front and side guns, no rear guns, because it's a carrier, and obviously you wouldn't really want to be attacked by the rear, especially when you're doing an attacking maneuver. When you're flying as well, even worse so, because you stick the thrusters in the back logically in the front. But when it comes to anti-air defenses, what would you rather have? Would you rather have them be autonomous, or manual, autonomous, but with the option of manual control if you wanted to override it to be obviously more accurate, let's say, or even just take a crack at yourself, let's say. What would you rather realistically have? Because I am kind of debating that, because before it was autonomous, but it felt like it robbed the, it was, if I'm going to separate these into separate chunks of roles, it's not as fun when obviously something's doing it for you. It's really like, what do? Here's the path, even better. God, it's gracious watching this thing move. You can just skirt along the fucking, yeah. There's the hangers. These, not this one, it's this one around the corners, yeah. So, I'm going to pause it real quick. So this gantry is going to deploy the aircraft, as Checkmate's idea was cool, but not very plausible. At least not functioning. So aircraft will respawn these hangars. Once you respawn, you go to a certain section of the aircraft carrier. So if I teleport my guy here, I have to keep breaking up the movement, because I haven't actually tied the seat yet, as I probably should. So the key bindings is running on me. But if you would like to walk up here, you get teleported to the seat. It'd be the same thing where if you respawn the deck, you can then go to the lower quarters, which would be probably down there. So you'd go down, at which point you get teleported to your aircraft you're assigned. You'd then spawn in this hangar in your aircraft, meaning you can customize it. You'd press a launch button. You'd then attach the gantry. It will then deploy you outward, queue up the next aircraft, deploy you so you drop and can fly off. And if you were to rearm, you would fly up to one of these hangars. It would catch you, and then it would pull you back in, back into the hangar. At which point you can then, it will rearm you, you can fuck around with your loadout, all that shit, and then you'd be redeployed again. Very simple scripting, very simple stuff. But that's still a work in progress. I'll probably have a thing for that, because I quite liked Checkmate's idea for it. But yeah, no, the fire control stuff and any thoughts on that as a concept would be much appreciated. Yeah, right now the carrier is functional in its bare bones state. It needs to get adjusted. I'm essentially going to have an array being passed into a on-frame handler to adjust it, so you'd have a bit more weight to the carrier. This is a very simple script done together with key bindings and moving its core object, which is literally a van with a civilian in it. Carrier physics, I believe they called him. Not John this time, but hey ho. Very simple trick, but it's always effective. But yeah, no, genuine thoughts be much appreciated, because otherwise the op's good to go. It's just the carrier functionality that really needs to be reworked, because I need to Cadianify it. But yeah, that's about it. Any thoughts we appreciate, just shoot me a message.